This is Tom Fox. I live in the Texas Hill Country. On Friday, July 4th, Kirk County saw the worst flooding it has ever seen. At this point, as I'm recording this podcast, nearly 70 people have been found dead, and there are many, many more people still missing. I'm going to ask you to please consider a donation to the Hill Country Flood Relief Fund. I've listed it in the show notes. I know it's a little bit unusual to make this request, but I can't tell you the tragedy that has unfolded in my home county over the 4th of July weekend. Thank you for your consideration. And now, on to the Daily Compliance News. The Daily Compliance News for July 9, 2025, the Taco Don Caves Again edition. And we begin with that story from the Wall Street Journal, which reports that President Trump has caved in yet again on his decision to implement reciprocal tariffs, and he's now delayed them to August 1. So, of course, the problem for businesses is you can't prepare or get ready or implement because, guess what? The president caved again. So, Taco Don at his taco finest. Next up, in a troubling article from the New York Times, Elon Musk's Grok chat box shared anti-Semitic posts on X. So number one, what on earth are they doing sharing these? Number two, why wasn't it caught? And three, what was the information that went into the chat bots which allowed them to repost anti-Semitic information, indeed even praising Hitler and querying about a user's comments on the devastating Texas flood? This really speaks to what goes into a bot, and obviously the X chat box has got some anti-Semitic tendencies, whether that's or whatever that's based on, but it's certainly going to be problematic going forward, because if you create a bot and it spews out anti-Semitic information, retweets, anything, you're going to be liable for that. And whether the federal government does anything against Elon Musk or his chat box, of course, who knows? Next up, the Spanish PM, Pedro Sanchez, is still under pressure from the graft scandal engulfing his administration. He's announced a barrage of anti-corruption mechanisms as he seeks to overcome this scandal involving two close collaborators that has rocked the Spanish government. He said he would consider resigning, but he has considered it, but will stay on because he didn't do anything wrong. He just had bad people around him. And now he wants measures to include using AI tools to monitor contracts, as well as blacklisting companies that have been found guilty of corruption and higher fines. What does that sound like? And our final story comes to us also from the Wall Street Journal, and it's about vibe coding. Well, what is vibe coding? That is code writing for amateurs. And what does this mean for compliance? It means that actually a compliance officer could engage in coding. And the implications for this in compliance are just outstanding. As you hopefully know, my latest book is Upping Your Game, How Compliance and Risk Management Move to 2030 and Beyond. Well, I didn't even talk about compliance officers engaging in coding, but it's something that perhaps you can consider. And even if you're an old fart like me, maybe you can hire someone younger who can do it for you. We had perhaps the worst tragedy to ever hit my home county in its history over this weekend, and myself and my family are fine, but multiple others who lost loved ones, lost family members, are obviously not fine. So if you can find your way to help with any donation, I would greatly appreciate it. This is Tom Fox. Thank you very much. The Daily Compliance News is a production of the Compliance Podcast Network and a proud member of C-Suite Radio. Thanks so much for listening. I hope you'll join me again tomorrow.